Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with another mini set card review, and it is the day of reckoning. It is all ending for Hearthstone. Yet another Druid reveal. How will they break the game? How will they cheat mana? Actually, I don't think any of the Druid cards cheat mana or will break the game. It's kind of in line with a lot of the other mini set cards, just like okay at best. We're gonna go for the Druid cards. There's also a neutral we're gonna go over. It's pretty unique. And if you want to win these cards, we have a giveaway going on for 3 mini sets out of my pocket. To enter that giveaway, like and comment in the video. Link in the description below. The one with that thumbnail over there. Please subscribe to the channel. And if we manage to hit another 1,000 subs by Tuesday, when the mini set goes live, I will add another mini set to that giveaway. So hit that sub button. Make me go baroque. So first here we have, before we get to the Druid cards, here's one neutral here, which is the Busy Peon, a 2 mana 2/3, so premium stats, making River Croc cry in the corner, although River Croc was a beast, so you know it got that going for it. However, this has Death Rattle. Your next location costs 2 less. This is the first ever that I'm aware of, that I can think of, card that directly, like, just only discounts a location, as straight synergy with that location. We've had cards like copy locations and stuff like that, but yeah, straight up discounts it. So you could have, play this on 2, get your Prison of Yogg-Saron down from like a 7 to 5, and then coin innervate that out. And you know, you could do that. That could be something. Locations haven't been as prevalent lately for a lot of stuff. You got like Deathlight doing really well at their location, but nothing that I could think of that I'd really want to play this and get that location going. It could be okay at some point in a deck that really wants to, you know, get that out early, get it out a bit cheaper. But for the most part, most classes locations are like 2, 3, or 4 mana. So like a discount on it doesn't really make a ton of sense. The only one, again, like as I mentioned, a prison. So I don't really see this doing much right now. But yeah, as we get more locations added to the game, there's a possibility a deck might want to use this out there, but overall, I would be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked if this takes a place in like a meta deck right now. I just don't see it. Although, oh no, we could discount Puppet Theater and trigger me even more. Although I haven't seen Puppet Theater much this expansion. It's really hard to play value cards right now. So yeah, maybe that's a good thing about this meta. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, I don't see it making the cut, whether it be standard, whether it be wild at the moment. But there's always a possibility with that right location, that right deck, this could pop up someday. So I'll give it a 2 in standard. I'll give it a 1 in wild, where locations are almost like, I can't even think of a location you play in wild right now. Just like not even a thing. It's so aggressive. How I'm dying on turn 5, turn 4, like almost every time. Actually, no, the pirate location in Demon Hunter sees play. So there's at least the 1. Regardless, I'm gonna give it a 1. You're not playing it for that. And I don't see it at the moment in wild. In arena, I guess if you drafted a location, it's fine. Hell, just a 2 mana 2/3 in arena can be okay if, you know, your picks are really bad. Next, we have the last of the Druid cards, which are playable by Warrior. Starting off with, oh my god, the title, dude. Like, look at the title to this card. 2 mana nature spell, handle with Bear. It's a handle with Bear. And what do you do with this card? You get, so add to your hand, 2 3/3 bears with taunt. Each turn they are in your hand, gain +1/+1, and there's this token here, 3 mana 3/3 careful bear. And yeah, it's quite adorable, and the longer you hold it, the larger and larger bear you can make. Maybe not a man, but a bear. So what is this expansion? This is really like, we really are like a kid's school. Like, this expansion's been pretty crazy, pretty silly. Yeah, is this card good? So play this on 2, and then the next turn I could play a 3 mana 4/4 taunt. The next turn I could play like a 3 mana 5/5 taunt. It's not bad. Be really good in like an arena format, but a ladder format, probably not nearly as much. I mean, Warriors got taunt synergies going, but again, taunt warrior is like never really a thing. And by the time these get big enough to be like these really big, crazy bears, they're probably gonna die to like absolutely nothing, or you're already dead and they don't have rush or lifesteal. Like, we already got that Gigantify lifesteal untargetable taunt, and it sees 0 play. So I don't think this has too much of a chance nice bit of value in your hand. You can hand buff too. There's some possibilities with it, but overall, we're gonna give this a 2 out of 5 in standard and absolutely a 1 in wild. In Druid Warrior, you're never ever playing this in wild. I just cannot see that ever happening. And the final Druid card, is it going to break the game? Is it going? No, it really isn't, but hey, it's kind of cool. We got choose thrice back as a keyword yet again, introduced this expansion. But yeah, the brand new card, the Number Cruncher, a 4 mana 2/1. Oof. But thankfully, there's a lot of words on that text box. First being Rush and Taunt, which it gets no matter what. You already get it. No matter what, this is going to have Rush and Taunt. So if it's yoinked out of your hand, it'll get those things. But yes, choose thrice. So meaning you get to pick one of these options, or as whatever you want to pick 3 times. So either gain +2 attack or +2 health. So you can make this like an 8/1, the ultimate ranger almost, or like a 2/7, right? 2 + 6 is 7, I think. Math, or wait, no, 1 + 6 is 7. Whatever. You get what I mean. Or you can mix and match whatever you want. And this, to me, doesn't feel like a super powerful card or anything, but it really does kind of help out, I think, Reno Druid in particular, which is an absolutely playable deck as it stands right now in standard. One of the better Druid decks, arguably the best. You got like Tempo Dragon Druid, you have Concierge Druid, they're all decent. But yeah, you throw this into a Reno Druid and, you know, there's a threat on the board. Well, I give it Rush, kill it, or maybe I could value trade with it depending on how I distribute the stats, or I could just tempo this as a big, you know, high health taunt to help get me to that late game, which is the main goal of that deck, right? The main struggle for Reno Druid is just its survivability, and a card like this can absolutely help with that. But yeah, in terms of any other deck, you already have like your 0 mana dragons that are just, you know, how is that 0 mana still? What is happening? But yeah, I don't think it makes it into those really tight lists. I see it as more of that Reno option. You're looking at Warrior, you could like do some stuff like hand buffing, and you got your taunt synergies and all that. But overall, to me, this really does stand out more as a Druid option. But yeah, Reno Warrior is another one where could absolutely consider it. But that list has been pretty tight for a while, and Warrior has a lot better survivability than Druid does with the removals or armor gains in that stuff. That's not really as much of a struggle. So yeah, for me, I see it as a Reno Druid card mostly, and it'd be like the 29th or 30th card, very likely to not even be there. So I'll give it a 3, but it's probably more like a 2, where it's like just not good enough to crack that type of list, but it certainly has a shot. And in Wild, no, absolutely does not have a shot. You can Oaken Summons this, although did you know Oaken Summons is in standard too? You just never see it, although sometimes people do Dorian stuff with it. Regardless, yeah, it's unbelievably slow and doesn't kill your opponent. By turn 4, you're in the ultra late game. You gotta kill your opponent, and this doesn't really help achieve that, so we will give it a 1. And of course, in Arena, if it's got Rush, it's basically always a good pick. And this is a pretty solid pick in Arena, so you might not feel so bad about that. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think Druid's breaking this expansion. The brochure we saw earlier, like on day 1, looked all right. But overall, yeah, nothing that cheats a ton of mana for the most part. Nothing like super crazy, like copying minions. And maybe, just maybe, we can have one mini set where Druid doesn't break the game. That would be phenomenal. We'll see. It's already got Breaking Wild, and we haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, tune in later today. There will be another card review. I think it's Paladin cards. And then tomorrow, we're done. We're finally done. And we can start talking about, like, we'll wait for the patch notes and tier lists and have some fun, right? And talk more about cards. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.